Okay, we should be good to go. And as I said the last time, I am gonna be showing you the 2 dungeons that we left out, because I feel like we should. I feel like there's nowhere to rush, like the... how is it called? Yeah. Like, we're gonna have a lot of time with this game, so we might as well do what we lost, especially considering that it does state that I should be level 46 to undertake the next quest, so I think it's only fair that we go away and do a bit of else things. Okay, this is the one that I'm gonna go to now. I am just quickly taking a look at all of the unlock quests. And yet the one that we're going to now is the lowest level one. I believe it was 32? 35, maybe? And there's the other one that's the similar level range. We should still have quite a bit of XP just from the minion kills, which is kind of the main thing in dungeons, at the moment at least. Okay, if I remember, yeah, this Dishonor Before Death. That's the one. That's the one! I found my dungeon. Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into Cutter's Cry. But not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Gerbold the Red and his loyal second, Obrest Stillwater. Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest, our ever-ireful mage Chiron Zabran, as quick to cast as he was to temper, Thorman Thousandgill never had there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coins, and let us not forget one Ilm Ailson. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bandits and mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade. The Dark Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ashgardian funded forays into hellish pits like Aurum Vale would earn us King's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night of devil play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so was the life as a raider. That is, until we took a jab at Cutter's Cry. Oh, reading! It's just gonna give me the whole history of Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I had stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Ogamoro, snurble infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we would face in Hellsbrood Halls. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of the Forsaken Place, but only saw one return. Bibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who are foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. My apologies, you did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man. But if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of the terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay proper respect to my fallen compatriots. That's really interesting. Did they just let you in? However, the years have finally caught up with old Cybold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it's not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead and place the bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? Okay! I mayhap also enter said dungeon and clear it out a little bit. We don't need to see the money advertising spam. It's not a nice thing to look at. We can look at our battle log. Yeah, that's a lot better. That is for materia. It's gonna be very weird playing Shadowbringers on this character because chances are I will play on it first. Mostly because I know most things in this game. Therefore I can tell where to go, I can tell what unlocks what. There you go, flowers on the dead place. For the dead people. The Cutter's Cry, labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. Are you hear that? The sound like a waffling snort when a fire catches? That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in if you're that certain of ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go throttling in there after you, no matter how hard you wall and hoiler. Ah, you promised old Cybold the Stoic, did you? He's what's called man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I would say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you're a wife at home big with child? Oh, wanting to live. Makes a lot more sense. Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Nymeria, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart one by one. Oh, so that he might return home to see his son born. Aww. Should he have died a hero rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow knowing his father was a craven, a disgrace to his friends and family? Would I ever find myself faced with a similar decision? Would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now you know the true reason I will never step into that cave. And of course we're gonna enter it. Because you can't be a fool without one to take the foolish path. Trying to remember. Where's the Minfilia place? Horizon. It is called Horizon. It's because that is where the last quest for a dungeon is. Then we'll have unlocked all the optional leveling ones. And then we'll have like the few remaining ones. Realm Reborn 2. There's quite a lot of hard dungeons that do not come into the main story for level 50. We'll likely visit those two because, you know, having a full experience is worth it. I'm wondering, do I want to show off coils and level 50 24-man raids, especially considering that level 50 24-man raids are a bit of a bitch to unlock. But they do have quite useful story in them. So I might. Oh my! Hello, Halatali. Halatali's quite low. So it seems. There might be another one that I'm remembering. Very faintly. God, that light! One hell of a light effect. Very shiny. Oh my! Yeah, that's probably the one that I thought about. Oh my! Aurum Vale! Why can I accept the quest for Aurum Vale? Game, you make no sense. I am not level 47. Yeah, Braving New Depths is the one I was thinking about. Hell Adventurer, you wear the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to own your burgeoning skills. Do not ask how Nedrick knows, he simply knows. Now tell me, as you perchance familiar with the sunken temple of Quorn? I will not hold it against you if you're not. The ruins only surfaced when the calamity split the ground asunder after all. Any road, it's a popular destination these days for adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, why not make the journey to Southern Tantalon and visit the temple for yourself? What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping close watch over the place, but a Lalafell by the name of Bibimu should be able to offer you a passage. That's nice of it. Let's accept Halatali as well, though that one I wouldn't do through Party Finder. Hello there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me like an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just a place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of Eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, although as it did most things. Now Halatali is shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Let's accept the 47 one as well. Can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing magnanimous this or magnanimous that. Why, it's as if you're some sort of goddamned hero. But I jest. Even I can see that you're itching to find new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place. The Aurum Vale. Head southeast through the central highlands of Cortez and seek out a man named Williams and tell him that Nedrick has sent you. Okay, let me... Yeah, why not? Let's use a ticket. Let me just complete a few of these quests so that we unlock the places. I actually like both Cutter's Cry and the Sunken Temple of Corn. Even though these ones tend to take quite a while to pop, because a lot of people do not unlock optional dungeons. Ah, my eyes! That's so bright. Ah, a bit better. Maybe I should stop using the mount that is literally burning my retina. Maybe that would help a little bit. Yeah. One of my arms is slightly disappearing. Let's see. There we go. It's still slightly disappearing because my skin tone is just too white. Better! I have my arm back. Though rarely do I see a party finding thing taking this long. Can you get me in there, buddy? Welcome to the Sunken Temple of Corn, or what remains of it at least. Used by ancient Belamans as a place to worship the sun goddess Azima. Much about the temple's history remains shrouded in mystery. While we have sent a research team into the depths, I regret to say that investigation proceeds at a snail's pace, that is, when it proceeds at all. It would seem that Baaldians have rigged the temple with all manner of devious traps and snares to deter temple robbers, no doubt. We have recruited adventurers to assist in disarming the traps, but be forewarned, many who have entered have yet to return. Should you wish to brave the depths, we would welcome your aid. Good! I like that word. Accessible. I'm wondering, can I already unsync things or not? There is this little button that allows you to unsync a duty. Because for Halatali I would most definitely not go in synced, because it's quite below our level. Quite far indeed. Pairs it this way. Right here. Do you have any battle gear that's better than mine? Don't think that he does. Except for maybe accessories. Ah, this mount is so much less bright. That is a lot nicer. Nobody's like running the leveling roulette at all. Yeah, I think I can unsync already. I might wait for that though, because it's gonna be so much easier when we're higher level. Now all I need is one healer. Really hope that the leveling roulette will just place somebody in it. Temple of Quarren is actually easier to get than Cutter's Cry. Hello, I would like to unlock the duty that I should be too low level for. Hello, adventurer. Wait, do not tell me. Nedrick sent you. Tell me this, adventurer. Do you know how Theorin Vale earned the most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. The cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore, which through reasons with the groundwater combined to exude golden-hued fumes. Well, I wanted to show it off! It exists! A beautiful sight, that is, until you realize you damned death clouds burning your chest from within. You still wish to take your life in your hands? I'm not be the one that stops you, but do try not to get killed. Oh, thank God, that still has level requirements. My favorite thing was seeing a whole bunch of quests going, yeah, you can totally do it. Ignore the fact that you're too low level, just ignore it. I don't know, how did I forget that Halatali even existed? Like, with Sunken Temple, I was like, oh yeah, this is where you get Sunken Temple. With Cutter's Cry, I was like, oh yeah, I skipped Cutter's Cry on purpose, this is where you get Cutter's Cry. And with Halatali, I'm all like, derp. The only issue is that I'm 20 levels above it. Which means that it would be quite pointless for me to go there for XP as well as, you know, exploration. Stupid thing took away my DPS. Okay. If it's the halls of Halatali you seek, you need to seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, Halatali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled, and bah, you did not come here all the way for a lesson of history. Listen, do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor the rumbling of the doing of any shadows. They are the calls of Halatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum lurk here. And those are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man. No, they're those within that even the might of immortal flames cannot tame. Okay, big bad things, got it. Now, where's my class quest? We unlocked all the things! Including Oran Whale, which is like the last leveling dungeon for before level 50. I think. I distinctly remember cold and dragons and stuff, so I might be wrong. Treasures and tribulations? What? What does that unlock? Completely forgot. I'll either away. Class quest above all else. Class quest. Welcome again, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way. It just so happens that I have some exciting news. I have finally uncovered the clues pertaining to the whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his pupils set out to recover them, intending to restore their master's name. What is more is they were actually successful in his search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their minds, and no one could bring himself to relinquish his piece. Realizing that their master's fatal pride was born out of Artifact's combined influence, the pupils resolved to keep the pieces separate and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed one. Thus did each of them carve his own place in history. The chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene of his own greatest victory and buried the artifact in his possession in the final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set. And it is there that the pieces still rest. You may be interested to know that the armor I wear in itself is a replica of the set crafted by the ancestors. Hey Satan! Identical in all respects, to save for its lack of arcane enchantments that adorn the original. Good! I'm trying to get into a dungeon! Just because we haven't done those before and I wanted to show them off, but it's just not popping. I know what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I've thought of that. What we need only to do is trace the runes we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. That way, there would be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his all-surpassing power, as every warrior in the realm would be possessed by this self-same might. It's quite brilliant if I do say so myself. So how about we split up and begin the search straight away, okay? One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Downs in Corthus, while another slumbers peacefully at the Camp Tranquil in South Shroud. The last of the 3 rests untouched at Paratus Peace in Western Thanalan. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me. With any measure of fortune, I'll have tracked down the remaining 2 by the time you return. Oh, that was quite a mouthful! Now watch everyone look at this and go, "Ah, it's Cutter's Cry." To be fair, that happens with most dungeons. And it happens a lot more often with Aurum Whale than with anything else. And oh hey look, somebody forgot to click. Well, that is my master. I am training to be a warrior, Sama. He knows all the warrior cookie tricks. And he's not a bad dude, though sometimes a bit crazy. It doesn't intentionally go insane, though, if that's helpful. Yay! Cutter cookie! With bees and shit! Oh, and that's another thing that I kinda like that they did with Final Fantasy. When people speak to you, you now get displayed their server so that you know where they're from. Okay, in the first few of these, you just kill absolutely everything. Then in the next few circles, you just find the best way through. And it completely doesn't matter that you don't kill everything. In the end, this often ends up being quite fast. Oh! So many returners. There at their search info. By me. Which class are they on? Machinist. They're level 54. They're doing leveling roulette. I think they're all on me. I hope. I should stop placing my own chat in places where it prevents me from seeing my target log. There we go. It's just gonna, for me, it's gonna cover the names of other people, which are not as important. Fair enough. You don't need to be sorry about not seeing videos, especially when my live streams are so bloody long. It's not like I expect people to sit there and watch every single little thing. Ah, my spine is feeling chilly, apparently. Could you, like, stop pushing things around? Because they're very hard to grab. And somebody else is like, you know what's gonna be fun further if I'm gonna push it away. I demand that you watch every second of my content. Every day. Just lose your job and just watch Murta. That's how life is best lived, obviously. Okay, we have a hole we can traverse. Step into the quicksand. Yes, this is the smart solution. See, it takes you places. Do I have anything? Yeah, there's gonna be more of them this way. That's the boss room. I am holding all the aggro of all the things, which is good. You don't want to not be holding all the aggro of all the things. Yeah, you're just like my personal cheerleading squad. Just following me going, woo, Murta! So I do remember when at the very start of WildStar in 2014, I had a guild. And we had a cult of Zerudo. Because the dude that was the guild leader has mistyped while intending to move. And we instead turned that into some holy word of the guild leader. Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was, oh, sus. Adds and power this thing, so normally what happens is the healers just like grab them and start running around while everybody else just tries to kill the boss. the point where they can just like grab the ads. The healers tend to help with the damage. Considering that I can see arrow on the boss, the healer knows what they're doing. Now, if I was me, seeing that that ad has spawned, I would throw like the last heal on the tank and then just start running. This guy actually pushed the ad away, allowing him for a few more casts before the rest spawn. And there we go. Wait, how can that be better than what I have? Just in the defense stats, and forget that. We are obviously not wearing helmets for defense, duh. Okay. I am trying to spy with my little eye the hole that we traversed through. I cannot, so we might as well be going this way. Now I can. Where's my provoke? There we go. Come here. You dying little cactus. Okay, that's the last of the sun's shell. Come on, just... No! God damn it. It's like, come on, cactus, just go away. I remember when I would do this dungeon, like, legitimately, when I would really need XP. What I would do is try to sneakily run into as many things as possible. Just so that... we kill more things. And I would be like, whoops, sorry guys, I pulled a bit extra, and people were like, trying to be fast here. Oh, that's the auto turret. I was like, I swear we don't have anyone that can have pets in here. So why am I seeing a friendly all the way back there? Jesus Christ, the healer nearly gave me a heart attack. How is his mana doing? Fine. Why did that happen? Did he just forget to heal? Is he too busy DPSing? And as you can see, despite the fact that this dungeon is like 6 levels below us, we're still gaining quite a bit of XP. What's going to be significantly less is boss XP, more than anything else. I did not want to pull the worm, but we might as well go. It's a good old sandworm. Of the sandy properties. don't want the worm to be re-emerging on you, so normally you just kind of go away. Because most people like me have done them like thousands of times, Satan. And oftentimes you're like, I'm just running this for some extra gear on my alt or something, and some new person is looking around and you're like, oh my. This is so inconvenient, I have places to be in. But I tend to be very selfish because I tend to play either tanks or healers, so if I want to take a look, I take a look. Like yesterday when I was doing that other dungeon, and I unlocked the entry to the extra room, and I was like, I want to look in here. And the whole team was kind of a bit pissed, and I'm like, what? I just want to look in here. And I'm the tank, so they can't do anything about it. Shish, people, I'm in the museum. What do you mean it's a dungeon? No, 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 no. This is an acid exhibition. Well, why are you here? It can actually accidentally have things that are good for our fingers to wear. Because my accessories always really fall behind. At the moment, I still have some level 20 accessories, but it's okay. You see that branch? That's like obviously not the way, but it will bother me unless I uncover the map. I'll just announce that to people. And yeah. Sure. I'll rerun. Healer couldn't have healed me. Well, to be fair, I stood in all the bad, but still. I don't consider that a valid complaint. Okay, I'm on my way. I'm on my way for my very dead team. Nobody else but me has died. Which is good. Door. Ah, maybe this is a valid way too. I haven't thought about that. This is the way. Everything that's bad, please come my way. that I can just do everything at once. Nearly have everything killed. Amazing. And we also have nearly leveled up. We might actually just be able to finish our class quest and be the right level to continue the story. Boss cookie! That's why it has a cutscene. Hooray! The guy even casted protection on me and everything. Good healer. Okay, blue don't stand underneath, purple don't stand far away. That's what I remember. It's gonna say what the Chimera's eyes glow like. Okay, burn violet. Stand inside the Chimera. Blue means stand far away. Oh, violet again. It is funny how long ago I was even doing this, but I'm remembering this for like the rest of my life. What is your most prominent memory? Chimera mechanics. What? And he also does a ball and it goes towards another person and they should preferably kite that ball and run far away. They would have ran so far away with kiting that ball that they should have just gone like right to the pillar or something. Because you can avoid purple by going really, really, really far. Oh, oh blue, oh blue. No! Wasn't far enough away. Our DPS is moving really slowly. Oh! Oh! I didn't notice that. Both healer and a DPS is dead. This is slightly bad. How did I not notice the healer die? Don't stand in that ball or else I will be doing this alone. That is not something I particularly wish for. Ah, I am doing this alone. Okay. Where's that pesky ball? Oh. That's where the pesky ball is. I don't even know how this happened! Everyone died? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that I wasn't even receiving heals. That's how tanky of a tank I am. And people are like cheering me now, and I'm like, woo! That's nice. And I got 2 commendations. And yes, that actually has leveled us up. So we should just finish our class quest and come back to the main story again. God, that was so weird. I don't think I ever saw everybody die like that. I'm trying to think. There were actually bosses, which I did solo before. Like, the whole team was like, derp, and then I'm like, it's okay, don't worry. I'm a warrior, I can continue going. This will be soloed at some point. Okay, if I remember right, it's like some sort of greenish area behind the Imperial people area. That's okay, I can go over there and pick things up. So yeah, despite the fact that we were over the level for that instance by about 6 levels, we still got a lot more XP than I expected. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do those 2 low-level dungeons, and maybe 2 low-level dungeons will be enough to compensate for 2/3 of my level. No, 1 was enough. So that's nice. You know what? I have a lot of horrible things that I'm carrying. And I don't like my inventory being full. And repairing is always a good idea. So thanks, random in-the-world vendor that sells things. Oh, I was here fate farming at one point. Actually, even on this character, I was here doing some fates when we couldn't level beforehand. Yeah, it's so pretty. This is the exact same color scheme as Realm Reborn. I think it's both because both of them are kind of sulfury. Oh no! A hostile froggo! What am I gonna do? My cat's in a box and it's really cute. I always end up like looking to the side to something else, and it's normally because my cats are doing something super cute. Give gear. Give nice gear. Okay. And they later upgrade your gear to level 50 version, which is very nice of them, which doesn't even have that bad of an eye level. Eye level is like 90 and the max one is like 120. 130 actually. And the max one was 130, but you can buy 120 up front without upgrading it. So 90 is really pretty alright. And then afterwards you can use that gear for glamour because it actually looks quite nice. That's more leaves. Yeah, it's such a cute panda. Such a cute fat panda. Is it gonna be defended by one of these ones? Oh no, one of these ones. It's because the last area I was standing like right next to the frog and the thing that was defending it was a frog, so I was like, oh. Can you stop spitting at me? Silly big thing. This one to get my gear back. I actually don't even know if they're gonna give us the level 45 version. I distinctly remember the gear being level 50. But I think there is a chance that there's also a level 45 version of a couple pieces. Memory's a bit foggy. Oh, and Stormblood does a very similar thing where when you reach max level you just get the gear set for your character. But it's a lot lower eye level compared to the overall eye level of the expansion, so you end up grinding for eye level quite low down. Maybe they're gonna change that as it gets closer to next expansion. That would be really nice. It would be very nice if you just gave good gear for Stormblood content for people, you know, once Stormblood is over. That would make Eureka so useless though, because Eureka is the new legendary gear, and your legendary gear is just your class gear that you get when you reach level 70 but upgraded. And it's so grindy, and it's literally just content of do fates and kill enemies, so... I don't know, would you still upgrade your gear just for the visual effect, or would you just keep upgrading just the weapon? But I feel like they should give you a higher eye level out of the box. Then Heavensward had a very weird way of distributing your class gear. Class gear was the first set that you could buy for tomes. So you still needed to grind for it. It wasn't even like given to you up front. Aw, somebody from my guild is making a pizza. I'm jelly. Could I just like shake a few of you off? I don't actually want to fight mud puppies for no good reason. Okay, well one of you went away. What about... Thank you. Who is supposed to be attacking me right now? And where are they? Oh, hello, big crab. Didn't see you there. Okay, now we can just port back and speak with the Georgie pie. Hearing Wildstar music for a second when that went, you know, la 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 la. I was like la 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 la, and I'm like, no, wrong game, wrong game. This panda is so unimpressive yet so cute. I do quite enjoy the fact that I gifted myself £100 worth of Final Fantasy stuff on my last birthday, and now I just have a ton of mounts. Just like, yeah, the optional shop, I bought it all. How fair is your search, Magnanimous? Have you found all of my tribe's ancient relics? Oh. They're like equipped some stuff. Ah, blue. 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 It's not too bad actually, this set. It doesn't look too bad. And the gear is most gratifying, but what would truly fancy would be to see you in it. Wait, stand still for a moment. The armor so becomes you that I could not tell you had it on in the first place. But now I can have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed on each piece resonated with your soul crystal. This is the long-lost armor of the warrior. I too have found one of the relics, but I have run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if the lost treasure were no different from the unadorned replicas already in my possession. Whether the power has been lost to it, or must needs be awakened by means yet unknown to me, that I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. But before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece, for I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away at Red Mantis Falls. And obviously, I have to go and find it myself. You couldn't just give it to me. You didn't was like, oh, I know where it is, let me just go and grab it. No, it was like, I know what it is, but I'm so perplexed by this piece that you go and grab it. We have grown quite a bit. And most people, except for one, have been logging in. That's nice. And literally all of the people are Wildstar refugees, which is also nice. Yes, I would like to cross the river. Okay, let's see. That's not too far of me, though I'm a bit interested in whatever that is. Is it the quest to get treasure maps? Can't be that early on, can it? I would like the rest of my armor, please. Wish I had my DPS stance. The game's a lot more fun with it. I half of everything that's warrior related is just about you just like switching out of your tank stance and just doing massive deeps, and feel so gimped without it. Hey! Hey! Yeah, I wanna... Wait, what the bloody hell is that quest? What is it? Ah, it's a helmet that I got. Like helmets, protects my head. It doesn't look too bad. But I haven't put it on yet. Treasure maps, that's odd. You have no purpose for it at level 36. Report me and my fat panda back over to the Curious Gorge, please. Though I would like to call him George more because I think it's more fitting. For one thing, George is a real name and Gorge isn't. Thunk. Hello! I see your search was a fruitful one. I am pleased to say I have also gleaned some insight into why the armor I found seemed devoid of power. As I alluded to, the ancient warrior's armor derives its power from a concordat between the incantations engraved on the steel itself and the inner beast of the wearer. But my own resonance with the plating was too weak as to allow proper connection with it. Now I think I know why. My soul crystal, it once burned bright like yours, but since the events at Bindport, it has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened, I cannot say, but the tome is quite clear about what would happen were the wearers of the armor be bestowed upon one whose soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the wearer, who would go on mindless rampage that would end only with the mercy of death. Yet not unlike the crazed fiends we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and then knowingly shut off its powers to me. And I dare say we are fortunate that it did. Feels though an apology is in order at the juncture, I must tell you I left this final piece of the armor where I found it. Oh! Okay, fair to take it. Your soul may burn brighter and stronger than mine, yet I still worry for your fate. Come on! Just tell me! I would truly seek the ultimate relic on my people, the armor that could consume the very soul of the most present warrior. Very well, if you're truly convinced of your readiness, I will not be the one to stand in your way. But I beg you, the moment you feel yourself losing control and your inner beast overcoming you, cast the armor aside. Okay. Now my people have been shunned enough, I would see the coming of a new age, which warriors protect the weak and are loved and admired by people of the realm. My years of battle and sleepless nights spent poring over the ancient texts all have been for this day. Brother, I know not where the fate has led you, and yet I feel certain that in the spirit you stand with me today. Together we will restore the honor to our people. You must forgive my sentiment, Magnanimous. But it goes on and on and on. Okay, Weeping Saint. Thank you. There we go. See, it's not too bad. And it also means that I will actually have to port back in here to speak with him again. Because the fool is all like, I didn't want to take it. You go and take it. It's like, okay, I'll go and take it. Or rather, please don't go and take it. It might be dangerous. Not to me, it isn't. I'm the warrior of light, or maybe something just slightly better than it. That's good, King Muggle Mug. I feel like there were mounts that I could buy that had all of the Alexander songs on them. I would go around in them too. That's an idea, Square Enix. Sell me mounts with Alexander music on it. Okay. Hello, I'm just here for my breastplate. Some silly fucker did not bring it to me. I hope you understand, this is nothing personal. What's weird is I swear that warriors had their damage stance before level 52. But Stormblood re-slotted around a lot of abilities around. Hand over the breastplate, Magnanimous. After much wrestling with the thought, I simply cannot entrust you with such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. You seem to be very overwhelmed. I return now to Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away. Shouldn't have handed it over. I should have just put it on. It's my breastplate. Mine. Though honestly, this half-completed outfit looks good as well. Let's blind ourselves with a carbuncle. Don't be stupid and don't put it on. I'm sorry, I did not mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I have wrestled long and hard with the matter, but this is my decision. Do not trust you with this power when I do not even trust myself. Aye, that's right, I won't attempt to don the plate again either, nor will anyone. Not until I have proof that there is one with the will strong enough to withstand the beast's siren call. Here deep within your soul, can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? Yes! I shall return to the tome if there are any answers to be found that lie within those pages. Oh yeah, it's my AoE. So have some gear and an AoE. And it landed in the right spot. Now, where is my main story? There we go. I have leveled up! I have leveled up quests! I have leveled by full 2 levels like you wanted me to. Okay, there's 2. Glaument, what do you say? Clean the wax out of your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do be your way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter the Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You're also gonna act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. What about you? While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communication jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electronic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lighting energy that permeates the air. Meow, meow! Now the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west have been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lighting energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. One guy, so I go and observe Imperial salute. It will be a lot more useful for you if, instead of than me just teaching it to you. And though really it's no difference, it's just a salute. And then other people are like, go and find the nice prime crystal off this crystal. Oh, this crystal wasn't very prime. I mean, it spawned a plasmoid. That's one location measured. Is this? Oh. Okay, so some of them are high up. No army frog. Yeah, you ignore me, frog. So that's 2. That spawned no plasmoid, so that's good. Somebody's doing the exact same thing and they don't look like a bot. Enjoy. Okay, that's the reading. Just like stand behind here. Okay. So I also think that I'm slightly losing. But the Frogger went away, so that's good. Ah! Health potion. Good that we have one, because otherwise the only other thing is Fantasia, and I don't quite fancy changing my race or sex at the moment. And this is the path upwards. The last location is here. And now, before we report back to Sid, we're going to go and learn the goddamn salute. Because that is very important right now. According to the man that could have taught me the salute himself, right over there. I could at least say that Mordona is like a pretty place to just run through. But the zones in later expansions look a lot better and a lot bigger. So running through Realm Reborn, it's a bit like, meh. Come on, just injure yourself. There you go. Because you see, I press this ability and I become all spiky, obviously. Oh, don't stun me. That just makes things go a lot slower. Yes, I sense the hostile presence. It's dead now. Aha! They put the fist to their face. Nothing to report, sir. Fist to nose. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. I wouldn't call that as much of a salute though as I would call that I'm gonna fist you. You know, that's just me. Found you your crystal. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit their purpose, though I pray that we won't need of their power. My thanks, Magnanimous. Aha! My weapon. Just discard that. Sure that I could convert it to materia. So did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'm just gonna take the word of it. Hooray! Sark Malark wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You are called Magnanimous Munchicus, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumund. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places as man might purchase them, but individuals who deal with such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you would need via traditional means from the bodies of the recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not to take long to obtain 3 sets of gears, 1 for each member of the infiltration team. When you have what you need, please return here to allow me to inspect the spoils. Oh god. They're like, not just like knock them out and take their uniform. No, go there, kill them and take their helms and uniforms and take them from separate soldiers if you can, so that actually you're killing 6. Oh, we're such nice people. Even Hitman doesn't always kill his targets to get the clothes that he needs. Though, to be fair, we don't really like Garleans that much. Stop that, froggies! Let me frog alone. Could I please shake the mud puppy? Thank you. Could we just like do an AoE with all of you? That would be quite cool. Wait, did I not put on my... Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Put on my thing stance. Why? Because there's a way for me to heal myself like this. No! Okay, it's one at a time. One at a time is boring. Should have set my recall point to Mordona. Now I have to wait until I load and then I have to go to Mordona and then rerun again. I nearly had 2 of them dead though. 2 out of 4. I aggroed. I was like, I'm just gonna put in a hit and run, but no. Come on, the load screen. I didn't mean to die. Please be nice to me. Hi, cat. Good kitty. Something about the Samantha sauce that I could bring a second person with me. And that's the same mud puppy. Mud pupping and stuff. Uniform God. How are we gonna resize it to Lalafell size, by the way? Because I don't see any Lalafell guards around. That being said, I don't see any guards my size either. I mean, I've even been bigger than this dude. Which means that both Biggs and Wedge and me are in trouble, so I don't even know why we're collecting them. Oh, god damn it. Everybody just wants to fight me. It's like your dream come true. really mind they have the right gear for that matter. It's just that could be doing things one at a time. Plus this one doesn't. This one doesn't even have the right gear. I need a helmet. Apparently that guy is helmetless. That guy in particular. Go away and come back once you're wearing a helmet. Only mages get helmets? Wow, that's a very weird system. Don't walk this way. Stay over there. Hey, Narba. Won't they notice that I have, like, helm and outfit from 2 different sets? If the other people cannot give me their helmets? And for that matter, did I crush the helmets of the people that I killed before? Or did I rip their clothes? Because actually, me having an axe, I wouldn't have most likely ripped their clothes. Doesn't explain well if I'm like keeping away from their clothes. Doesn't actually explain why I couldn't just like keep away from their helmet as well. Can't I just like axe their neck in particular? What's wrong with my toolbar? It's like a line, and a line. What do you mean, keyboard? Yes. What else could I use? Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. It shouldn't fit you. Damaged as I had suspected, in their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are likely to draw attention. Oh! I click on stuff. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, I have some skilled artisans among my acquaintances. Please take the uniforms to the Weavers Guild in Oldan, the helms to the Armorers Guild in Limsa. I will send word so that both places know to expect you. Rest assured, your mission will be kept at the utmost confidence. Hey dudes, can you like repair our enemy uniform for me, please? That would be very nice. Why do you need these? Oh, no reason. Could you by any chance instead make replicas of them in the right sizes? There is a Weavers. Yep, that's the Weavers Guild place. Nice of them to have an etherite outside their place. Traveling a lot easier. Could you fix this? Ah, you must be the adventurer Magnanimous Munchicus. Welcome, welcome. My lord Sark Malark sent word that you would be along. So that's garments are those that require attention? I don't know. Oh my! Well, I am certain you have your reasons, and I shall question them. I shan't question them, nor do you need to fear that I will spread gossip. My lord Sark Malark is one of our very best clients, though these days I'm told he spends more time roaming the land as an adventurer. Far be it from me to question my lord's tastes, but I struggle to understand why a man of his famous wealth would forsake the comforts of his estate for a life of danger and hardship. And the repairs are done. I was instructed to prioritize swiftness, and so I did. While I can't vouch for the protective capacity of the garments, they certainly look the part, even if I do say so myself. Is one of them Lalafell-sized? Payment? Never you mind that. Sending my regards to Lord Sark Malark will be payment enough. Every day for me is kinda exactly the same as the other days, and I have a lot of things on my mind. And if I was to play the Stellaris new expansion, I would probably only do it with Fizzle. Somebody's talking about finding an in-game waifu. I must not judge. So where's the upper desks? The Blacksmiths and Armorers Guild at the Aft Castle. Oh my, the guild seller spam. The Aft Castle? That's the Aft Castle. I have no idea how hungry I am, but it's not time to cook dinner yet. Can you hammer the helmets back into place, please? Sorry if it has axe marks on it. Can't help it. Magnanimous Munchikas, I always have been expecting you. Sark Malark gives me understand you come on his behalf with unusual helms. I'm waiting for the oh my. Yes, very unusual indeed, though no more outlandish in order than I have come to expect from the merchant prince turned adventurer. He often orders Garlemald uniforms, I don't know why. I guess he just fancies the soldier fashion. Your awkward staring tells me I said something improper. Oh, Sark did not mention his background to you. Sigh. That was likely his intent, but I suppose there's no help for it now but to tell you the whole story. Sark Malark is the son of a successful Ul'dan merchant. Though still tender in years, he has an eye for profit and has made millions in his own right. Having achieved thus, he turned his attention towards his true passion, adventuring, and left the management of his fortune to his trusted aides. The helms are ready. With a little more time, I could have achieved a far higher quality finish, but I was given to understand that you are in some haste. Should serve your needs well enough. There might be a sign of wax or a mark or, you know, a big hole here and there, but it should be fine. Lest you wonder about payment, Sark Malark has already settled the bill. Do pass along my regards when you next see him. That must have been some very fast money, courier. Port cookie. Port. I got the uniforms! Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, I have. Yes, these will serve beautifully. Both Ethelwine and Hananza never failed to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst most Imperial forces. Lest you fear that Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater power of Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. I just never saw one as tall as me. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assembles the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. And this way, Garleman nips rebellion in the bud and extends its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in the mission is done. I am full glad you have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I? I am wealthy merchant, wish to help you. I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of a realm. Aww. Poor, horribly wealthy adventurer. Good work getting the Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get a Magitek armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are regular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Seemed far from the truth now that I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up until now. What you need to do is to approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tiny suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you want to lure them near Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here, filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make them off with their Reapers. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute! Could I just greet it in my current outfit? How stupid would that be? Think it's just stupid enough that it might work. Don't particularly want to wear a level 1 armor piece. Sounds kind of like a dangerous thing to do. Hop. Oh, fuck's sake, that's a mud bucket. Go away! It will not! Why is there supposed to be so many wildlife in here? And why are the froggos so aggressive? Find me a real aggressive Frogo in real life. I don't think you will. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they're well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. Yes, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke bomb to signal us. Sure thing, sir. Let me just run up to that patch of land and just signal you. I also love how they don't know about their operatives enough for them to go, "Yeah, you must be an operative." Surely you would have lists of people and how they look. That just stinks of bad army organization. Oh goddammit, I want to signal them from the top of the crystal. So that's probably so that they can't call reinforcements. There's Italian in the novice channel and I can't understand why. I hope you don't mind me joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it's best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. No, we're gonna like kill you and then we're gonna take your Reaper, yes? Because I think that that is an awesome idea. Did he just say to concentrate on the few scratches that they did inflict? Because if so, that is not the best strategy if you ask me. This isn't very tall, I feel like I could just climb it. And just like get that man out of there. And then nothing would be shooting at me. Who would have thought? How's Sid doing? Sid's doing about as well as me, so not too bad. One thing that we don't want doing is for Sid to die. That will most definitely fail her mission. You see, it would be the most easiest if I could just tell everybody, like, you know, stand over there and just don't get hit. Because I'm gonna be okay and you're not. Hooray! At last, our very own suit of Magitek armor! Not wishing to look a gift Chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather than worse for wear, doesn't it? Well, I just disabled it. Big Swedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I say was structurally sound. She was! I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casting doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever. It is we're dealing with. We're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Kurt Chocobo. I heard that! Oh, hail has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. Oh, a hole! A hole! We're not using a hail, we're using a hole. And that's where we'll carry out our repairs. Look for us there, Magnanimous. Sure thing, sir. And they're like, way! Sad that they brought us all limping Magitek armor instead of one proper one. You know, you take what you can get. Like, I am taking this carbuncle even though it's very obviously not for me to ride. I think it's a very sad carbuncle with probably some back problems. I would like to enter the new hall, please. To see the wonderful Magitek armor that we're working on. Ah, yes. Either this is a different building or it's very different to how it's gonna look later. Probably both. We now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else until the job is done. This is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Did they just go on the floor? Otherwise. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. That is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machinima's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitek core which drives it won't be on use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, this one used in its Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks you may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, wouldn't you? He'll explain you the details. Alternative solution? As I believe the Shiva has already informed you, the Magitek cores won't be in use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Century had remembered to replace their core, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution to substitute the Magitek core with a mammoth heart? Really? In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automation. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. Or just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. For some reason I thought that they meant a mammoth heart, and I was like, you want me to go and slay mammoth? I already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No, well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Oh god. And before they're like 10 million, but likely they're gonna be like 500 gil please, and I will be like, that's big money for you. That's coins for me. Pennies. The adventurers would deal in millions. And nothing else. Then again, property prices in Final Fantasy are at such a level that only adventurers can afford it. So I'm just thinking that literally everyone else should be pretty pissed at us. For we're like the 1% of the world. Controlling most of its money. A heart? Mammoth heart? Hello, come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on the behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for Prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alpinode's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that after his servant would be coming to collect it. Oh, I'm his servant now! Tender in years though he may be, Master Alpinode has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Alpinode, my master. That sounds so wrong. Music feels so friendly. I would like to enter. I have a heart. Wanna like jam it in there. Here's a heart, dude. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much! But this is magnificent! It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge? Courtesy of Alpinode? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready! Magitek armor, engage! Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I wager. A loving tap. She's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through their paces. Magnanimous, would you care to do the honors? I somehow have this weird feeling that the fact that she's sentient might pose a problem. Such as, you know, her not wanting to move. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. And for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. You mean like if I need to go to the bathroom or something? she can certainly walk. I don't actually know why we keep on climbing the exact same crystal tower thing, though. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north quick as you can. That is not very quick, if you ask me. But it will do. I am sprinting. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Magnanimous. Well, apparently they do. Because, I mean, this thing should have a mind of its own by now. Oh, stop it! Silly frog. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. All that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here is the summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain as to why. The mammoth heart in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitek cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings! Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome! Welcome, Big Machine Cookie! We like you! Click. Every little thing she does is Magitek! Quest names in this game are the bestest. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to the bloody standstill. What were you expecting to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at best of times, wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitek core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Maybe you just didn't pat it enough. What, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my will's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They come for the armor! Damn it! They have us cornered! There's the Reaper! Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that Akon Slayer? Oh, bollocks! Call for reinforcements! The hells you will! We located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. I mean, you are standing right under a crystal. Curse you, Garland! No matter, if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. I mean, it was pretty broken to begin with. Bloody hells, Magnanimous! Protect the armor at all costs! And before the armor won't be like, I like you! To be fair, it would specifically like me if I was to, you know, specifically defend it. Are we calling it Maggie now? I mean, that is pretty goddamn cute, but still. Maggie? Okay, there we go. Now keep away from my Magitek, please. It's mine! All mine! Girl, every little thing she does is Magitek. She would make a great tank, to be honest. I mean, she's keeping aggro just fine. Suppose Imperials didn't know that it's sentient because otherwise it wouldn't try to destroy it? I'm just like slight movement of eyebrows and they're like, oh, look, she moved. Ah, now she designs to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Custom Sentry and rescue our comrades. Yeah! There, the finishing touch. Just like our own insignia. Ah, even the Magitek's happy. That's cute. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install Mammoth Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're prepared as we like to get. Woo! How go your preparations, Magnanimous? We leave as soon as you're ready. Lamut, you came. I thought I'll give you a roaring send-off. This is the least I can do to the fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you afford just, we know a little less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? Ah, but I fear put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you rather not relive those memories. Yeah, they lived happily ever after with our nice cuddly armor cake. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, this hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer in Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials come and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best as they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after then I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore that I will get revenge on the Empire and become adventurous, so hone my skins and earning the coal I needed. But nigh on 2 decades yet since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You've been here 10 minutes and done more than I've managed in bloody 10 years. You give us too much credit, Glaumont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And any road after you got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But somewhat tells me I won't be going hungry for a while when everything you got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though as the offer is, I feared I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, this true, but I long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. I'm way too posh for it. And there's some who would call me a craven, but I prefer to think of myself as realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most of my difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keeping your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ralgal give you strength. Whenever the Empire goes, misery inevitably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gallus' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Big, Spedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Oh, but I don't like my disguise. I prefer my armor. They will be like, nay, it's the Primal Slayer, and we'll just all run away, and we will live happily ever after, right? But in any ways, so the first thing we're gonna be doing when we come back tomorrow is rescuing our friends. Thank you all for who have joined me in this stream, and I hope I will actually be on time tomorrow. So thank you for watching.